Phase 3 has begun. Whether you like it or not, whether you're ready or not, it doesn't matter. It's here. Another night, another primetime video. Let me ask you a question. Is there any other better way to end off your week, to start your weekend, than a primetime video? I don't think so. And to be honest, at this point in time, it just feels like a late night primetime video. It's a part of my daily routine. But come here real close. You want to know what's a part of my daily routine? Because you guys are loving it. Our channel is relatively simple. You guys demand, comment, I supply it. I want to post content you guys want to see, and a lot of people want to see what's going on with Coach Prime. So that's what we're going to do. Now let's lock in here and get down to business. Hope you had a good week. If you didn't have a good week, sorry for that. Hopefully this video, it can make it a little bit better. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what we're about to talk about in tonight's video is some stuff that nobody, let me repeat that, nobody has ever brought up or they've even talked about with Coach Prime up until this point. You see, the media loves to hype up and show you guys, oh look, he lost 20 players in one day. Oh look, he lost 57 players. And I'm going to cover that, but we're also going to cover the stuff that the media doesn't want to show you. We're also going to talk about the stuff that, like I said, nobody's talking about. And I get it, it's cool to hype up all these players leaving, all these players coming in, hype up Travis Hunter, hype up the spring game. But here's what really matters. Whoa, hold on. I know what you're sitting there saying. Yo, Matt, what in the crap are you talking about? Can you get to the point? And I'm getting there. Hear me out. You want to know what really, and I mean really matters? What's going on behind the cameras? What's going on behind the scenes? That's what really matters, the stuff we don't see. What really matters is, do you got some dogs on the defensive side of the ball? Do you got some beast up there in the front seven? On the flip side of the ball for the offensive line, sure, you got Shedeur Sanders, you got Travis Hunter, you got a lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball, but if your offensive line can't block, it goes for nothing. So tonight, what we're going to focus on, what we're going to talk about, the main topic, the main encore, the main reason you're here is we are now beginning phase number 3. Yes, that is right. You heard me correctly. And trust me, I am just as excited about this as you are, or at least I hope you are. Phase 1's over. Phase 2, it's coming to the ending stages, which means phase number 3, it's beginning. We're going to talk all about that tonight. We're not doing no intro, none of that. It is relatively simple. If you like college football content, more particularly Colorado football content, consider joining, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you part of our community. If you don't want to subscribe, that's cool. Be a loser. I don't care. I'm joking if you couldn't tell. But on a serious note, our channel and our community, it's so special. We're just a bunch of guys and girls that like football. Plain and simple. We don't try to overcomplicate it. We don't talk about politics, none of that corny stuff. We talk about the game we all love. All right, Matt, blah, blah, blah. Shut the crap up. They ain't subscribing. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. I got a bone to pick. First things first, I'm going to read off some of these comments on the previous video that, let's just say, aren't necessarily good comments. And oh yeah, by the way, I almost forgot to bring this up. In last night's video, I said, hey, if y'all want to see us talk about this tomorrow night, if we get 1,200 likes, we'll do it. And you guys never felt too amazing. We crushed that goal. We got over 1,200 likes. I'm a fan of the people, and I'm going to give the people what they want. They want more Colorado content, and then, hey, that's what we're going to do. But I saw this comment from Mr. James Fender, and I do want to read it off to you guys. He stated, the players that left Colorado and went into the transfer portal are losers and bums, but the players that got out of the portal are not losers and bums. Come on, man. To Mr. James Franklin, I assume what he's getting at here, trying to throw this subtle diss, is that I said, hey guys, what was phase 1? Get the losers and bums out. I've said that over and over and over. I guess I need to clarify on this because some people misinterpret this. That's not me actually calling these players losers and bums. It's more so of a saying. And I think most of y'all understand that, but I did want to address this. No, they're not all bums and losers. That's not me throwing a personal shot at them. That's just a saying that I've been saying. When you put it like this, the way he's worded it, yeah, it makes it sound worse than what it actually is. But also at the same time, I'm going to stand 10 toes down. Yeah, those players that left Colorado, they are losers. I'm not backing out on my statements, but come on now. Don't try to play me like I'm saying, yeah, these guys are failures in life. No. Yes, they're losers, but that's by definition. You go 1-11, what do you want me to call you, a winner? You ain't a winner, you're a loser. But Mr. James, come on, my man. Don't try to play me like this. However, I do see what you're saying because those words did come out of my mouth. It's an interesting perspective. Thank you for the comment. I guess it just depends on how you interpret what I say. I guess where I'm getting at here is I do mean it when I say they're losers, but at the same time, I don't want it to come off as if I'm saying they're bums, you know? Hopefully that makes sense. And the second comment I'm going to read off and we're going to get a move on with phase number 3 is from, Anthony Wells. Sorry, I lost it here. I was trying to pull it up. But Mr. Anthony said, so if Colorado wins 9 games this season, will you make a video saying that you don't know football? Okay, if you're wondering why he said that, if you didn't see last night's video, you got to check it out to get some context. But long story short, I said, if you think Colorado's going to win more than 8 games next year, you don't know football. And to Mr. Anthony Wells, yes, if Colorado wins 9 games next year, I will make a video. As a matter of fact, I will make one video 7 days in a row stating that I don't know football. You can bet your money on that. And anybody that's been watching my channel, you know your boy Matt, I do admit when I'm wrong. You see, a lot of you watching this, I assume you're either a Colorado fan or you just came to the channel recently because of Dion, but just look at my track history. I'm not scared to admit when I'm wrong. Not scared at all. I've done it before. I've done it every single time. And matter of fact, please tell me, please, do we have a Tennessee fan watching this video? If you're a Tennessee fan and you've been an avid viewer of this channel, I said before the Alabama and Tennessee game, if Alabama loses to Tennessee, I would shave my head bald. And you know what happened? Alabama lost to Tennessee. That night, I shaved my head bald. There's video footage of it. I documented it, so you can go look it up for yourself. Please tell me I got somebody in the comment section that can vouch for me. Please. I just want to address that comment also for this reason. There is a lot of Colorado fans that think they're actually going to win 7, 8, 9 games. I get people tweeting at me all the time. Matt, you're crazy. Don't doubt Deion Sanders. We're going to go 8-4, 9-3. Put your money on it. I've seen a lot of people comparing this situation to Jackson State. They've stated, hey, Matt, when he went to Jackson State, he cleaned the house and won almost every single game. I've seen people say, yo, Matt, what about TCU last year? They was terrible, got a bunch of players in the portal, and they went to the championship. My only argument to that is this right here, and it's relatively simple. I don't think some of y'all understand. Like, you know it, but you don't understand how hard it is to turn over and rebuild and rebrand a sorry and piss-poor program like Colorado is currently. Not just the team, but this program is awful. Even with the transfer portal, it's going to be hard to flip a team 180 within 6, 7, 8 months. It's just almost dang near impossible. In 2 years, I think it can be done. For example, if y'all said next year, not the year coming up, but next year, Coach Prime's going to go 8-4, 9-3, I'd believe it. We could have a serious debate about that. But you're trying to tell me in the first season, Colorado's going to go win more than 8 games, which means goes 9-3? I can't even have the conversation. I really can't. I can't take you serious. And the funniest part about all this is you'll have people say, oh, Matt, you're on the hate Deion train. What happened? I thought you liked this guy. And I love Deion. I love everything that's going on with Colorado. If I didn't, I wouldn't be making this video. But I'm not going to lie to y'all. At the end of the day, I got to call it how I see it. And currently, I see Colorado going 3-9. And to all the Colorado fans that are going to freak out about that, why are you freaking out? This is a long-term rebuild. You're not supposed to be great in year 1. Let me ask you a question. We got to get a move on. If you don't listen to a single other part of this video, please just listen to this part. If I came up to you today and said, hey man, I'll give you $100,000 today, right now, cash, as to when I'm speaking, you can take it, or in 5 years, or not even that, or in 3 years, if you don't take this $100,000, I'll give you $10 million. Which one you taking? That's the greatest example and greatest perspective I can give you with this Deion Sanders situation. Trust me, I'm human. I want instant gratification. It'd be hard for anybody to turn down $100,000 because we all need the money. But 3 years, if you just waited out $10 million, you never have to work again, even with inflation. That's how you should be looking at this Coach Prime rebuild. Let's get on to the main topic, though. I've rambled about that enough. Okay, what did I tell you guys? What have we been hinting at the past couple of primetime videos? Hey, it's cool. You got 42 transfers in, but now it's time to go to work. You got to develop them. Develop. I don't want to sound like a broken record player, but let me give you some context. What was phase 1? Say it with me now. Get the losers out. And yes, I'm still going to say that. It is what it is. If you get butthurt by me saying that, whatever. Get the losers out. Check. Phase number 2. You got to replace them, don't you? Bring in the new dogs, Louis, whatever you want to call them. You lost 57 guys in the transfer portal. You got to try to replace them somehow. They've nearly done that. They've gotten in 42. They'll probably add in 5, 6, 7, 8 more in the next week or so. I don't see them getting close to replacing all 57. I think they'll get around 48 to 52-ish. So when you look at it, if they're already at 42, well, phase number 2 is coming to an end. They've done it. So now at this point in time, it's kind of like a baseball player. All right, you got your cleats, you got your pants, you got your shirt, you got your hat, you got everything you need, you got your glove. Well, it's time to play. Instead of play, it's time to develop. Develop. Say that with me now. Develop. You got to do it. I don't care if you get every 5-star and 4-star recruit in the world. If you don't develop these kids, let me say that again, these kids, these aren't pros, these are kids. If you don't develop them, you ain't gonna win. Your 5-star recruits may be so talented you don't even need to develop them, but for the most part, everybody needs developing. And I don't care how much you think you know about Colorado football. I don't care if you've watched every single one of Deion Sanders Jr., Well Off Media's YouTube videos where he does the behind the scenes comment. By the way, shout out to him. Go subscribe to him. I don't care if you've seen everything about Colorado. Here's what you're not going to see. The staff developing these kids. You're not going to see it. And that's not even up to Deion. That's not even Deion's job. Deion's job is to make sure they're doing what they need to do, kind of like a manager. But at the end of the day, the staff, the coaches, they got to do it themselves. Why is this so important though? Why am I harping on it? Because you got to realize Colorado doesn't have guys like Alabama, like Georgia, like Tennessee, like Ohio State, like Oklahoma, like Texas. They don't. It's not even close. When you break it down and look at it, there is a reason we're hyping up whenever Colorado gets a 3-star recruit, because that's big time for them. So until we get to that point where we're not even talking about a 3-star recruit going to Colorado, that means developing is going to be very key. I think a great example in comparison is Kansas State. Kansas State very rarely, if ever, has a top 20 recruiting class, but they've always been a 9-10 win team every single year. Why is that? Because Kansas State, yeah, they don't get 4- and 5-star recruits, but they get the most out of their 2- and 3-star recruits. That, at least to me, is what I'm looking forward to the most in this Colorado team in an up-and-coming season. I'm not even excited to watch Travis Hunter play because I know he's special. I know what I'm getting out of Prime. I want to see how these 3-star recruits play. I want to see how these transfers from not some big-time schools come in and do. Over the past couple of years, I've gotten a ton of slack and criticism for being in Deion's corner, always hyping him up. And one thing I've seen everybody say the most is, oh, well, let's see what Deion can do if he doesn't get all these 5- and 4-star recruits. I guess people were trying to insinuate that he was only doing good at Jackson State because he had Travis Hunter and a couple other 4- and 5-stars. Well, now those critics, you're really going to see if Coach Prime can develop players or if he can't. And we can sit up here all day for the next 3 to 4 months and talk about, oh, I think he's going to develop these kids. I think he's going to have them ready. I think he's not going to have them ready. But the bottom line is, and this isn't my opinion, this is a cold, hard fact, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. The possibilities are endless at this point. But here's what I do know. I'm going to be watching every single second of it. The best reality TV show currently going on in the world resides in Boulder, Colorado. Phase 3 has begun. Whether you like it or not, whether you're ready or not, it doesn't matter. It's here. I'm very curious though. Let me know your thoughts down below. But